Welcome back, guys. Automotive Inc. Today we're in the 26 Ram Cummins diesel and we're going to talk mirrors and mirror stuff. Before we get started, make sure you smash the subscribe button. Helps a small channel out. Thumbs up and notification bell. Now, I've had a lot of discussions and I've had a lot of people ask questions about why these mirrors are set up the way they are. Now, Chevy, Ford, everybody does their own little configuration on how they run their auxiliary out in exterior lighting or movements of the mirror. And I'll tell you this, none of them are necessarily bad. Some of them are a little bit more intuitive. So the key things is when Chevy runs their auxiliary lighting, it's up here on the dash. Most of Ford stuff's either on the dash here or in the center stack. The way Ram likes to do it, guys, is they just keep it all right here. And the cool thing is the Chevy one sometimes is like a sequence of buttons that you got to push to get one or the other activated. And as you look right here, guys, we actually have, this is pretty easy to kind of look and see. This would be your forward facing lights. This would be the front mirror lights itself. These are the rear lights. This right here is for the actual extension of the mirror out. So as it pans out here. And then, of course, we have our lower convex mirror and then our folding and then each one of these. So you really just got to make sure that you hit the left and then you're going to move your function around here. Now, anytime these lights are shut off, this button's really not doing anything, so you don't have to worry about messing that up. Now, if you have memory, it will remember these functions, but it's one of those things. Now, what's cool is Ram is the only one in the segment. You kick this bad boy on, so you kick the right on, you kick your lower convex, and you can actually power adjust your convex mirror. Now, a lot of people will say, and I'll admit that if you're the only one driving the truck, more than likely you're going to set it and forget it. However, there are times where I'd like to have it moved, but I kind of just get used to not moving it because it's kind of a pain in the butt when you got to have somebody roll down the window or nobody's with you, roll down the window, change that. So it's nice just to be able to move that on the fly. Only manufacturer that does it. Now, I will also say that the Ram mirror is probably the best looking mirror when it comes to how it all comes together, guys. With our convex, our spotter lights, our cameras, how they fold, how they look coming at you. In the GM one, it grew on me over time, but when they first came out, I was like, geez, did somebody build this truck and forget to put mirrors on it and they just kind of threw it on the last second? Well, I kind of get their idea behind it, mounting it on the door. If this is truly the reason why, is it gives you that look over of the mirror, so it's kind of out of the way. Versus this one in Ford, you kind of lose a little bit of that view, if you will. But again, I drive semis, so I don't really always have, I have big mirrors, but not always great, not blind spots, so whatever. Anyway, so as we go back over to here, guys, I've had a lot of questions when it comes to these lights. It's the forward facing one. The forward facing ones are not going to work over 5 miles an hour, so if you want to try and turn them on the highway, it's not going to fly. You can, and I've played with this on the telescoping, when you click this button on and try and telescope, you can sometimes stop them a little bit further out and not have to have them all the way extended. However, I will say that the mirrors are big enough that I very rarely find myself extending them unless I'm pulling my fifth wheel. I'm just doing a conventional tow or something and it's lower and I can see around it. Now, if you have a wide body fifth wheel, of course, we like to use those. You can actually set this up to power fold when you shut the truck off. Now, a cool caveat is this one right here, this is that little baby dunk mirror right here for backing up. And I've had a lot of people say, well, I turned it on, but then as soon as I put it in reverse, it goes off. You just need to hit it again until it lights up. And then when we start driving forward, guys, that light's gonna go off. But then when you go back into reverse, it should revert and turn those automatically on. Now, that is a really nice feature. Chevy has it, Ram has it. And I don't think I actually had it on my Ford, my 24. I don't think they had a reverse one. This comes into play when you're at the campsite or when you're backing stuff in at the campsite. It just kind of gives you a little bit extra light down the side of your truck, especially if you're backing in the dark. It helps with potential jackknife situations that people might put themselves in. I try not to do that, but I do enjoy the extra light because it is always a potential. So those are how you're going to operate those mirrors, guys. I think they're a very easy location to be accessed at, especially for all those lights, because like I said, I enjoyed the Chevy lights. They were super bright, and these ones are very bright too, but it was kind of a pain in the butt to go through the pushing the buttons and which one's what and how to toggle, and the right and the left was off. I just want them on. I don't want one or the other. but that is what it is. Now, when it comes to the Ford, they have some easy buttons for left and right. And then like I saw in that other 25 I drove, they actually put it on the screen for the zone lighting. That's fine with me, as long as it's intuitive. Again, I don't want to toggle, but sometimes when you're just already looking in your mirror and you just want to kick that on, if it's in the center stack to turn on, you got to then divert your attention over to that and do that. So I don't know, I just kind of like it. So at the end of the day, guys, are really good looking. You have your little triangle there for your blind spot monitoring. Really, really good. If you guys want to see them go out, see how we can incrementally push them out. And I like that, because if you don't need all of that length, you don't have to. But then again, they're actually pretty good looking when they're all the way out, versus the old Bullwinkle ones we used to flip up on the Rams. I enjoy these ones much better than the old Rams. But like I said, when it comes to anything, I got used to the Chevy mirrors. I think they're the biggest when it comes to viewing stuff, because the Ford has the angle, Rams is just a little smaller on the convex, and Chevy's of course is bigger. So some caveats there, but just something to think about. But that's how you run your Ram mirrors, guys, and hopefully that helps. Again, if you have memory, make sure you set them where you want them, and then hit the set in 1 or set 2, whichever key fob is set to you and your position in there, so that way you can do it. This truck is a Bighorn. We don't have that feature, memory feature. I don't really care. As always, guys, catch you on the next one.